Och det är textat med engelsk text.
Annunciator lights. Inbound landing lights to be on at 10,000. Descent checklist complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall soon be landing at Kai Tak Airport.
I didn't know you were going there.
Oh, just a few days, then I'm going on to Kuala Lumpur.
Look, you'd better send Foster a telex.
In Singapore, I had a meeting with Sadrina. At last I was able to learn more about Paul Schultz and his part in our project.
Mr. Schultz, well, we have been negotiating a deal involving all three companies, and I am hoping we shall finalize something with Geneva Travel in the next few days.
I see. Do you happen to know where Mr. Schultz is at the moment?
Well, as far as I know, he is on his way to visit a business contact in Kuala Lumpur. Oh, why do you ask?
I'd like to have a talk with him.
Well, as a matter of fact, Mr. Schultz said that he would get in touch with you if there was something important which he thought you ought to know.
Mr. Sadrina, are we sure that Mr. Schultz is acting in the best interests of this project?
I am sorry, I don't quite follow.
I explained to Sadrina why I was suspicious of Schultz, and especially of his connection with Helen Elliott. I mentioned that they had arranged to meet while Schultz was in Singapore.
Schultz meeting with Helen Elliott?
Mr. Sadrina, I know I may not have much experience in the travel business, but I can assure you of one thing. Helen Elliott's activities involve something more than travel journalism. They promised to let me know if they found out anything about Helen's work in the travel business. Then I learned that she was going to Kuala Lumpur. I wanted to know why she was going, so I arranged to fly there myself and persuaded her to take the same flight. But when I arrived at the airport, Helen wasn't there. She wasn't even booked on the flight. I was now sure that Helen had deliberately avoided me because she was going to meet Schultz in Kuala Lumpur. Anyway, I still had my reconnaissance to do, and my first appointment in Kuala Lumpur was with Sadrina's Malaysian associates. What about long-distance tours? How far do you go?
We go as far as Corabar, which is about 500 miles. We don't encourage people to fly, but we take them by coach, visiting Kuantan, Kuala Terengganu, and Corabar.
What you're trying to encourage is to get people to leave Kuala Lumpur, not by air, but by coach, and stop off for a few days and see people, ordinary village people, in everyday activity.
That's right.
Fine. Ahmad.
Hello, David. It's good to see you in KL.
And you?
I'm sorry I was busy when you arrived.
I've just been getting some information on your tours. I'm particularly interested in the ones to the east coast here.
Ah, yes, a very beautiful area there. We are developing it a lot for tourism, though we are careful not to spoil it.
Or perhaps I could go there myself. I need to see as much of the country as possible. But, unfortunately, I don't have much time.
Excuse us, Sheriff. I'd like a quiet word with Mr. Foster.
Ahmed, the office manager, had visited Marsden Travel in England, and I knew him quite well.
Tell me, what's the real purpose of your visit here?
Did Sadrina say anything to you about it?
Well, he just said you were visiting the offices of his associates in the region, and we should do everything we could to help you.
Yes, well, I'm just visiting the region. Look, I'm sorry I can't tell you any more. Not just now, anyway.
It's not like you to be so secretive, David. Anyway, I shan't ask any more questions for the moment. What's wrong? You don't look too well.
It's nothing much. Maybe I ate something that didn't agree with me. It's nothing to worry about, though.
You really don't look too well. You should settle down here for a while. Stop flying from one place to another every few days.
Well, I nearly missed my flight from Singapore.
How did that happen?
I made arrangements to fly up here with someone. But she didn't turn up. I think she was trying to avoid me.
Good morning. Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like 4 gallons of petrol, please.
You want it super or regular?
Super, please.
Do you want your water oil to be checked?
No, it doesn't matter. I haven't got very far to go now. Incidentally, how far is it to Kuala Lumpur?
Yes, about 60 miles.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Okay. How much is that, please?
$13.50.
13.50. 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I wanted to make contact with Schultz, to warn him about Helen. But by the time I left Ahmed, I was feeling very ill. I decided to go straight back to my hotel. The taxi took me through the center of Kuala Lumpur, but I couldn't really enjoy the ride. Both Schultz and Helen knew where I was staying, and I hoped there might be a message waiting for me.
Good morning, sir. Can I help you?
Yes, could I have my room key, please?
Your room number?
1003.
1003. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Have there been any messages for me?
I'm afraid there's no messages for you. Oh, what's the matter, sir?
That's just I don't feel very well today.
Do you need a doctor? We have a hotel doctor. If you need him, I can get him for you.
I'll see how I feel later on.
Okay, just let me know if you need him, okay?
Thank you.
Welcome. Reception, good morning. Can I help you?
Yes. This is Mr. Foster, room 1003. Could you get the doctor as soon as possible, please?
My name's Helen Elliott. I'm returning the car I hired in Singapore.
Can I have the agreement, please?
Yes, certainly. Is there anything else you'd like me to sign?
Yes. We have the car return report here for you to sign.
Here? Thank you.
Thank you. And how would you like to pay us?
How would I like to pay? By cash, please.
It's 120 less 5 is $115 Malay.
Thank you very much.
Good. I want to inquire about one of your guests, Mr. Foster. David Foster, room 1003. He was feeling ill when he was in my office, and I just wanted to find out if he's all right. Oh, I see. The doctor's with him now. Thank you very much.
Please stay in bed for the rest of today. You should be well very soon. I shall be sending some medicines up.
Are you going to give me a prescription, Doctor?
That's not necessary. We have all the medicines in this hotel.
It's not like that in England.
Well, this seems to surprise a lot of the tourists who come out here.
Would you like me to pay cash, Dr. Town?
Well, that's very nice of you, Mr. Foster.
If you could give me a receipt so I can claim back off the insurance.
Well, that's no problem.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Yes, what can I do for you?
My name is Miss Elliot. I'd like to see Mr. Foster, please.
Unfortunately, Mr. Foster is not feeling well at the moment.
Well, it would be okay for me to see him because I am a friend.
Okay, I'll give him a call, first, okay?
Yes, thank you very much.
Mr. Foster, Miss Elliot is here to see you. Okay, thank you. Yes, he will see you.
Thank you very much. What's his room number,
He's in
please?
room 1003.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
David, what on earth have you been up to? They told me at reception you were ill.
That's nothing much. Doctor says I'll be all right soon. I'm surprised to see you here.
What do you mean?
You didn't turn up at Singapore airport, did you?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I am...
All right, Helen. Let's not talk about it now. Wait until I'm better.
Okay, you better sit down. Look, David, is there anything I can do for you? Do you want me to phone anyone?
No, thanks.
Well, what are your plans now, then?
Well, as soon as I'm better, I'm hoping to go to other parts of Malaysia, outside Kuala Lumpur. I'm thinking of going to the East Coast.
You'll love that, David. It's a really beautiful part of Malaysia. I happen to know it quite well myself.
Then why don't you come along and act as my guide?
Seriously?
Hmm.
I'd really love that. By the way, you look absolutely dreadful. You'll be better when you get some sleep. Look, I must go now. I have some important business to attend to. Okay? Bye for now.
Bye.
I think we've got a deal that will provide the money you're looking for. We can always sort out the details later.
Wonderful. I'm sure you will find this an excellent investment.
Any project that helps to increase tourism in Malaysia must be a good investment.
Allow me to pay
Oh,
for
no,
this.
no, really, Paul, really. While you're in Kuala Lumpur, you are my guest.
That's
All right.
very kind of you.
How much for that? Thank you.
Will you call the taxi, please? I'm in a hurry.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, Paul. I didn't realize you had another appointment.
Before I go back to Singapore, I must talk to someone who's been trying to interfere with my plans.
Interfere?
Oh, don't worry. It's no longer a problem. I must thank you for that.
Excuse me, sir. Mr. Schultz? Mr. Paul Schultz?
Yes, my name is Schultz.
There's a telephone call for you. It's from Miss Elliot. You need ticket at the bar, please.
I see. Thank you. I come right away.
Right, thank you.
Will you excuse me, please, Yusuf?
This will only take a moment.
Oh, well, of course.
Go right ahead, Paul.
Paul Schultz here. Yes, hello, Ellen. I know I've agreed to meet you. I'm just leaving. But I only have a few moments. And I must tell you, it is too late for you to do anything now. I've made all my arrangements.
Well, despite all my problems, I hadn't lost contact with Helen. And after a day in bed, I was ready to do some work. I was wondering if it's possible to arrange for a secretary to come to my room to work.
Yes. When would you like to see her, sir?
As soon as possible, please.
Okay, I'll contact her and give you a call.
Thank you.
Hope that you get well soon, sir.
Oh, thank you very much. I really felt a lot better. I was even getting my appetite back.
Hello, room service? Yes, this is Mr. Foster, room 1003. I'd like some food, please. Yes, I'd like 2 boiled eggs with a pot of tea and some toast, and the eggs to be soft-boiled, about 4 minutes. Yes, room 1003. Fine. Thanks very much. Goodbye.
Yes, Miss Elliot. I saw David Foster earlier today.
Do you think he'll be fully recovered by Tuesday?
I'm sure. But I can check with him now if you like.
Okay.
I've got to call him anyway. Hello. Can I speak to Mr. Foster, please? Room 1003. David, Ahmed here. How would you feel about leaving for the East Coast on Tuesday? Good. Miss Elliott's here with me now. We are working on a timetable for your trip. By the way, there's a telex for you from Singapore. Sorry, I can't read it to you now. I've sent someone round to your hotel with it. It'll be with you in a moment. Okay, fine. Goodbye, David. He'll be all right, Miss Elliott.
That's terrific. Shall we look at the timetable then?
Yes, let's. Where were we? Kota Bharu.
Yes.
And the prospects for developing tourism in the area are excellent. Stop. New paragraph. Oh, excuse me, Sahara.
That's okay.
Morning, Mr. Foster. Good morning.
There's a telex for you.
Telex. Oh, thank you.
How are you this morning?
A little bit better, thanks very much.
You enjoyed breakfast, sir?
Yes, thank you.
Can I put in your 3?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Sorry about this, Sahara. I want you to send a telex to London immediately.
Thank you, Mary. Listen to this. Information just received confirms Helen Elliott and partner involved in local travel deal.
May I?
Local travel deal? What does he mean?
It sounds like Foster jumping to conclusions again.
I'm not so sure. I do not think Mr. Foster would have sent a message like this unless he had found out something really important.
It seems to me that he's got evidence that Helen Elliott is involved in some sort of conspiracy against our project.
In my opinion, she is working with someone close to the project.
Mr. Sadrina, are you suggesting that Helen Elliott is involved with someone within our own organization?
För den som vill lära sig mer engelska finns kursbok och annat material från Utbildningsradion.
Och om en vecka så kommer fortsättningen på The Sadrina Project. Och då sänder vi den engelsktextade versionen på den vanliga tiden, det vill säga klockan 12:30 här i TV1. Och som vanligt kan du även se det avsnittet utan textning redan nu på söndag klockan 18:30, men då i TV2. Det här var allt vad vi hade att bjuda.